This is Looking Forward, Physics 122, for Wednesday, the 25th of February, 2015. As you get ready for class tomorrow, I'd like you to read Units 27.1, 27.3, and 27.4 out of your book. And I'd like you to think about the following few things. Imagine I had a magnetic field that was traveling here to the right. What created that magnetic field? Well, we know the answer is it's a magnet. So let's presume that's the case. Let's imagine that we have a north pole of a magnet here and a south pole of a magnet here. And they're close enough together, the magnetic field just goes from north to south. Now, what we know is that if we send a particle through here with zero charge, I'll write that as Q equals 0, and we send it into that magnetic field, it will simply just go straight on through. The second thing we know is that if we send a charge in with Q greater than 0, and we send it in, that charge will actually feel a force. It will not go straight on through. In fact, what we see is that charge will go into the page or into the screen here. Likewise, a charge that has a negative charge will come out towards us. In other words, from another point of view, if the magnetic field lines were arrows pointing out at us, this is the magnetic field and these are the tips of the arrows pointing out at us. If we shot a positive charge up, then which way would it go? Well, in fact, it would go to the right. If we shot a negative charge up, it would go to the left. Well, given that information, by the way, if we kept it in the field, they would continue around in circles. Given that information, what does the magnetic force depend upon? Does it depend upon the charge? Does it depend upon the speed of the particle? Should it depend upon the magnetic field? The second question is, what is the angle of the force relative to the velocity vector and the magnetic field vector? If we look here at the direction of the force as this positive charge is going around in a circle, whereas this negative charge is going around in a circle, what's the direction of the force relative to the velocity and magnetic field vectors? And last of all, what function, what operation actually is able to produce the relationships that we see here regarding the angle between the force, velocity, and magnetic field? We'll talk about that and more when we get together tomorrow. See you then.